Anyone who watches Peppa Pig knows that every episode is packed with fun, but also full of mystery. Have you ever noticed that Peppa's world is filled with characters who have secrets, and some of them are super suspicious? One of the most mysterious characters in Peppa's world is Claire Cow. She's a little kid, and definitely the daughter of Mrs. Cow and Mr. Bull. She doesn't go to the same school as Peppa, and that would be totally normal. After all, in any town, there are lots of different schools. But many fans think that Mrs. Cow might actually be Claire's aunt, which is why she's not close to Peppa. But that's not true either. In the episode with Mandy Mouse, there's a scene where Mr. Bull is taking Claire to the store. Back then, he wasn't married to Mrs. Cow yet, but he was already hanging out with Claire on his own, so they're clearly close, like a real father and daughter. In another scene from the London episode, we see the little cow next to her mom at the subway station, and they both love traveling because Claire also goes to New York to visit Times Square. Will we ever learn more about this mysterious character? This is just one of the 12 secrets we're going to show you right now, so grab your popcorn because this is Cinewave. Mr. Bull is another very mysterious character. He works in construction, helping build roads, houses, and fixing school roofs. But have you ever stopped to wonder why he's always hanging around Peppa's school when none of his kids even go there? Mr. Bull definitely has some secrets, like why none of the repairs he did on the school roof ever really worked. There are several episodes where he's fixing the exact same tiles again and again. Is he doing it on purpose to make more money? And why does he always use a wrecking machine to fix things? When he tried to repair a pothole in the street, he made the crack even bigger. Does Mr. Bull even know what he's doing? One of the biggest mysteries in Peppa's world is how carnivores live side by side with the other animals, and the scariest of them all is Mr. Lion. He works at the city zoo, taking care of the animals, and if you pay close attention to how scared Madame Gazelle gets when she sees him, you'll realize he's super suspicious. Madame Gazelle is clearly one of the most mysterious characters in this universe, and she really shouldn't be afraid of Mr. Lion, but we'll talk more about her later. Another strange clue is that Mr. Lion appears at the London train station when the kids go visit Queen Elizabeth, and Madame Gazelle stares straight at him, clearly afraid. Is this character more powerful than we think? Peppa's teacher might actually be a vampire, but no one's ever figured out how she survives in the sunlight. In the Halloween episode, she has no reflection in the mirror, and everyone knows only vampires do that. When Peppa and her family visit her house, we find out she planted a pine tree when she was already an older character, and that kind of tree takes 20 years to grow. Which means Madame Gazelle shouldn't even be alive anymore, but she still looks super healthy. In the episode Sun, Sea, and Snow, the whole town goes to the beach during winter while it's snowing, and Madame Gazelle swims in the icy ocean like it's no big deal. Have you ever tried taking a cold shower? In summer, maybe, but in a snowstorm? That's brutal. And what about you? Do you like cold showers? Drop a comment with #shower so we can get to know ya. Mr. Wolf is another mysterious figure in Peppa's world. He kind of feels like a villain in this universe. Want to hear one of the weirdest things he's ever done? In the episode America, when Peppa and her family travel to New York, Mr. Wolf follows them on the same plane. Everybody knows he's always wanted to eat Daddy Pig. He's constantly making creepy comments about breaking into Peppa's house. In the episode The Forest Club, he takes everyone deep into the woods and sets up Daddy Pig in a pile of sticks, like a campfire. Sure, he said it was to teach the others about survival in the forest, but it was still super sketchy. In that same episode, he says he was born in the woods. That's weird, since nobody else in Peppa's world seems to have grown up in the wild. He's definitely one of the most mysterious, and maybe one of the most dangerous characters in the entire show. Santa Claus is a mysterious character in Peppa Pig, just like he is in real life. He's shown up in a few episodes of the show, and even now, lots of people still wonder if he's the real Santa or just a guy in a costume working at the mall. According to Daddy Pig, he doesn't live at the North Pole. He actually lives in a cabin near the pig's house, which makes zero sense. But the weirdest part? When Peppa's school wrote him a Christmas letter, Mr. Zebra the mailman had to cross the ocean to deliver it to Santa's house. Will we ever learn the truth about this character? Freddy Fox's dad is one of the most mysterious and even dangerous characters in Peppa's world. That's because everyone knows he's kind of a criminal. In the episode where we first see Mr. Fox's shop, there are a ton of things to look at, but one detail really stands out: the glass bottles with ships inside them in the background. Everyone remembers those belonged to Grandpa Pig's collection. And we even know exactly when Freddy's dad took those bottles. It happened in the episode Night Animals, when Mr. Fox was in Grandpa Pig's backyard. That night, Mr. Fox was trying to steal Grandpa Pig's chickens, but once he got caught, he changed his plan. Since Grandpa wasn't home, Mr. Fox went up to the attic and took his bottle collection. One of the biggest mysteries is how he manages to sell so many things around town that aren't even his without getting caught by the police. Mr. Labrador Dog, who works with Mr. Bull, isn't one of the main characters in the show, but he's definitely mysterious. Let's start with the fact that he's a dog with a defined breed, a Labrador. But in Peppa's world, no one else has a specific breed, not even Peppa herself. The show never explains what kind of pig Peppa and her family are, and when it comes to dogs, Danny's family is just called dogs. So why is Mr. Labrador treated differently from the rest? There might be a clue. Labradors are hunting dogs, and maybe he's actually a spy. In the episode where Peppa and her family travel to Paris, Mr. Labrador is wearing a colorful shirt and chatting with a goat character. In reality, he's probably spying on the pig family. We know he's in disguise because in Peppa's world, the characters never change clothes. So why is he suddenly dressed differently? And why did he show up in the exact same place the pig family was visiting? That's weird. You know what's not weird? Subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell. Don't miss out. Come join the club.
Brilliant!
Mrs. Badger is another super mysterious character. She owns a farm near Peppa's town. In the tractor episode, Daddy Pig seems to know her pretty well. He even leaves Peppa and George at the farm with her. But Mrs. Badger pops up in several episodes and no one ever talks to her. She also appears at the Kids Festival, where all the children who visited her farm are playing, and still no one speaks to her. What's strange is that the parents totally trust her to take care of the kids. In this scene, we see Edmund Elephant running after Mrs. Badger along with a few friends. They're all really young, even younger than Peppa, and really far away from their parents. That's odd. No parent would let a total stranger watch over their kids like that. Does Mrs. Badger have magical powers or something? The entire rabbit family is mysterious, but the one with the most secrets is Grandpa Rabbit. He's 100 years old, and everyone knows rabbits don't usually live that long, plus he's a total science genius. He built a machine that works as both a boat and an airplane. Yes, he really built it himself. And that's not all. Grandpa Rabbit also has a rocket that can fly to the moon. He used it to take Grandma Pig, Peppa, and George all the way into space. Rockets are super expensive, and there's no way the government would allow someone just to own one and use it to fly kids to the moon without permission. So how does Grandpa Rabbit have access to all these amazing machines? That's a huge mystery. Mrs. Crocodile is the only reptile in the entire show, and that's already the biggest mystery about her. Where did she come from, and why are all the other characters mammals? Will the creators of the show ever explain that? And to make things even more mysterious, she works at the zoo, taking care of the animals. That sounds like a dangerous situation waiting to happen. Pirate Redbeard is another strange and suspicious character in Peppa's town. The first mystery is that he's a human being, and in this cartoon, there aren't many regular people. Another weird detail? He's part of a totally different show, Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, created by the same people behind Peppa Pig. We still don't know if Pirate Redbeard can travel between universes, but if he can, that's a pretty powerful ability. Another mystery? He used to be the owner of Polly, Grandpa Pig's parrot. We find this out during the Kids Festival, where yet another mystery pops up. The whole party is themed around Redbeard's face. Why does Peppa's town have an entire festival dedicated to Pirate Redbeard? That's super sketchy. Now, something that's not mysterious at all is you hanging out here with us. We've got 2 more awesome videos lined up for you, so stick around, and we'll see you in the next one.